Cat! Whoa. Happy Thursday! As you all know, we finished Life is Strange last Thursday. So today we are starting a new game. Hi Neil! How are you? Hello, hello, hello! We're going to be starting a new game. Should I do long hair or short hair today? I think short hair. Short hair top. Sorry I was busy today. Down the app after stream if you're free. Yeah, sure! Always! Always. Okay. Trying to adjust the Lucy. Adjust the model to be in the right spot. Okay. Cool. How was your stream earlier, Leon? You were playing what's it? Shit. What was it? I'm stupid. Can capture the bam. Alright, cool. Darktide. Yes, Darktide. That's what I was. Yeah. Yeah, good stream. You were rated a lot. That was cool. I gotta fix. Yeah, cool. Okay. I could not read that. That was too fast. Okay. Well, I've never played this game before. I like to do story games that I've never played before. So it looks like we are on. There's a little car. We're on somebody's computer. Yeah. Welcome, Ryder. Okay. What's this? Settings. Okay. Thank you. Thank God. Thank God for that. Alright. Beautiful. Quality probably low. Global volume right down a bit. Sensitivity, this seems good. Cool. And the rec is a game by Pixel Hunt. It is supported and funded by Kowloon Knights. Yeah. Cool. Look at all of this. Okay. Boop. Start a new screenplay. Exterior countryside day. An old beat-up car is speeding through the countryside. Yes, it is. Aww. This kitty. Aww. I like this already. The vaporwave. The wreck. Cool. Santa Maria Hospital? Aww. Who are you?
I have a confession. I love crappy romantic comedies.
Me too.
Yeah, it's a cliche. I can't help
Me
it.
too.
I love them.
I love them too.
All those movies have that scene, you know? The girl is at her wit's end. She's been crying her eyes out. Her makeup is running. She looks like a zombie. She's done. Which is when Ryan Gosling knocks on her door to coax her out.
Shit. It's a shit.
Ah, shit. That sounds nothing like Ryan Gosling. See, this is the problem with my life in a nutshell. It's
You
not
have no Ryan
romantic, and
Gosling.
it's certainly not a comedy. All right, where am I? What happened?
Oh.
Yeah, the hospital.
Mm.
I felt woozy, and then really, really hot. And I guess that I fainted.
Ah.
Well, dropped to the restroom floor like a sack of potatoes. No better place for a nap.
Are you okay?
Oh shit, the doctor. And that's putting it mildly. I'll
Oh.
be alright though.
Are you sure?
Sure.
As if I could be sure of anything. Still, I should probably update my guardian angel. Actually, now that I think about it, maybe there's something I know for sure. If I have to spend one more second lying on this filthy floor, I'm pretty sure that I'm going to vomit. Vomit again, I guess.
I'm just a little nauseous as well.
I'm just a little nauseous is all. I just had a little bit of a moment. A big moment. But it's over now. Sorry, I ducked out. I'm already feeling much better. I can hardly tell her the truth, can I? Most people don't actually want you to be honest with them. Oh, I apologize, Dr. Giagana. I just vomited up my breakfast.
Oh,
I had
the
it
cat.
all over my chin. It wasn't a good look. It's hardly my fault. I haven't been handling stress very well lately. Come to think of it, isn't it her fault? She just had to go and tell me that my mom's in intensive care.
Oh
I'm sure
no.
that is her job. But I gotta tell you, that's a lousy job. Really, really lousy.
Yeah. I'll be out in just
I'll
a
be
sec.
out in just a second. Those weren't here before.
Ah,
Do you think they have any idea where they are?
the
I'm
fish.
sure this comes as a shock, but it is crucial that you understand the situation. Your mom had a brain aneurysm. Do you know what that means?
I don't think doctors.
Funny.
I don't think doctors
I
say
could
that.
never get
I don't think
myself
they
to
say,
call
"Do
her
you know what
mom.
that means?" I'm pretty
She's
sure
always been married
they're
to me.
supposed to
As I
answer.
understand it, it's a weakened artery wall.
Correct. And that artery ruptured, which caused a hemorrhage. It is a
Hemorrhage.
serious situation. We need to prepare for whatever happens next very quickly indeed.
I've watched enough Grey's Anatomy to know that this is not good.
Sorry, chat. I'm trying to get Twitch on the other screen. Okay. Also, my dear lurkers, the alert command is fixed. You can do it. Yeah! It works now. I'm so happy. So yes, whenever you want to lurk, you can just do that. And it's a little counter, I believe, for your uptime. Yeah. Okay. So, back to the game. Serious.
Serious? What can I do?
Anything related to medical care will be my team's responsibility. But you are her trusted advocate.
I'm
So
sorry,
you should be
her what
aware.
now?
Do you not remember? This is the reason we called you. We have your name and your number, which means that you signed the release.
I have no idea what she's talking
What does
about.
that
And
mean?
since she is not able to express her will, it falls to you to speak on her
Oh.
behalf. But I presume you discussed that when you went through the process. So you
Fuck.
must know that there are a number of options to consider.
I don't believe it! She put my name on the form without asking me. She must have forged
Oh.
my signature. It's hardly a surprise. She's always done that kind of stuff. But I'm not making any important decisions. I've had my share of this kind of responsibility, and it didn't turn out well. However, my dear mother doesn't seem to understand. Of course, Jan will have her say, and if we disagree, all hell will break loose. Pitting us against one another at a time like this, that's exactly what my
Diane?
mother would do. I feel trapped, like a fish in a barrel. Oh, come to think of it, I would love that. A 30-second memory, and not a care in the world. Fear me, sharks, for I am the terror of the oceans. That reminds me of the nickname I got during swim class in middle school. Sea Hag. Haters, all of them.
Miss Fortin?
Demange. I went back to my maiden name.
I'm sorry, that wasn't in your file.
Bruh.
Listen, I understand that this is all very sudden, but we don't have a lot of time. We need to focus.
Okay.
We do indeed.
Why do you think I'm here?
I'm sorry, it's just...
It's okay. I understand. It's not an easy situation. Our major concern right now is the hemorrhage is spreading. There's the risk of a cerebral vasospasm.
What?
That is a complication which could severely affect her brain.
Oh.
Is she going to die?
We're doing our best to make sure that doesn't happen. But there could be long-term consequences. This sort of event severely impacts the body, and mental functions may also be impaired. I need to know if you and your mother will be able to deal with that
She
sort of
is
complication.
overwhelmed. Impaired?
Holy fucking shit. No, it can't be. I'm not ready for this.
I don't understand.
I don't understand.
To be completely frank, if we're able to pull your mother through this, there's only a small chance she'll be like she was before.
Small? How small?
Smaller than that. In all probability, she will never be quite the same. Some people would prefer not to keep living under such circumstances, that rather their medical care were geared more around letting go as gracefully as possible. What I need to know is, what would your mother want?
I don't know how to answer that. Last time she told me she wanted something, it was... to be in MoMA.
Excuse me?
MoMA? The museum in New York.
Miss Demange, Wait, your mother's that Marie Demange? The artist?
Ah, there it is. Works every time. Once people figure out who Marie is, snap! Their whole demeanor changes. They feel like they know her somehow. Of course, they're completely wrong. She takes them in with her dog and pony show, but there's a world of difference between who she is in public and in private. And if this doctor knew Marie, the real her, she would realize how ridiculous her question is. Yeah, the Marie Demange. And I'm her assistant, I guess. I handle the business, the management, the press, so that she can be fully dedicated to her art, you see? Anyway, the other day, I got a call from Centre Pompidou. They want to do a retrospective on her life and work. Can you imagine? The billboards, the crowds, the press, the whole shebang. And I'm like, hell yeah! I hop into my car, I rush over to tell her, I run into the workshop, yelling, and you know what she said? Did you hear from MoMA? Ugh. Someone had told her they were considering her Self-Portrait 8, a canvas from her latest series. A whole exhibit in Paris, on the other hand, she didn't care. So, that's my mother. Most of the time, I don't know. I have no idea what she wants.
I know what I'm asking isn't easy. I can give you a little time to think.
Like that would change anything. Yeah. I suppose I need to think about it. I'm sorry, I gotta go.
Running
No one can
away.
say that I'm running away again. What did she expect? That I just show up and what? Decide whether she lives or she dies? I don't even know how I'm supposed to make it to the end of the day, let alone...
Oh shit. Oh. The car is gonna flip over. Do I do anything? I don't think I can do anything. Oh. I clicked on something. Ah.
I remember. Diane and I found
Her
a
sister!
native bird in the backyard.
Oh.
It was tiny.
There's a black dot.
I think it was around the time Marie had set up her new studio in the sunroom. Now that I think of it, that was also my first experience with death. In fact, I also had a really weird dream that night. Something about that day always seemed off. I never figured out why. And why am I thinking about this now?
Are we looking for something? Oh.
Marie told us she'd take care of the birds. Went back to
Oh.
playing.
Now I can move the
I never
dot.
saw it again. And when I asked what happened,
I love
she
the
said it
art
just
style of
flew
this
away.
game. It is
I
so
was
pretty.
relieved. Back then, Marie wasn't very well known, but she was hardworking. She had just started a series on birds, and I was very impressionable, so I started to love birds as well.
Was there something else here? Nope. Shadow.
I think I saw a big shadow moving down the hallway that night. I imagined a monster bird was visiting us. For a long time, I thought it was just a strange dream.
Oh.
Do
Mobile.
you recognize it? This is the mobile that Marie made me before I was born. It's exquisite and delicate. I loved it. And you did too. I think I still have it in a box somewhere.
Oh, I still have Spotify going. What? Oopsie. Oh, it's so cute. It's a screenplay. Whee! Oh, do I have to find something?
The nest was high up in the tree, but the wind blew it down. The bird was obviously young. It was a big fall. It must have been badly hurt. I didn't realize it at the time. Yeah, Diane was so proud of packing her own suitcase. Her father came to pick her up that afternoon. She spent the weekend with him and her stepsister. I was a bit jealous, but also happy to have some time with my mother, just us. Now I know for certain that someone was in the backyard that night. And since Diane was at her father's, it must have been Marie. What?
Oops. I wish I didn't accidentally skip things. Hi, Bastard! We're playing The Wreck. Isn't it gorgeous?
Marie was
Birds!
always quite passionate about birds. So I suggested we keep this one as a pet once it got better. I could already imagine it. A beautiful cage tucked in the corner.
Hi,
of the
Dusty!
living room. She got so mad. At the time, I didn't
Thanks for
understand
tuning
why she
in.
reacted like that. But now...
Did that work? Did watch time work? I can't actually see. Oh, I gotta fix those. Mm. Mm-hmm. Oh, they did work? They did work? Huh? I'm still missing something. Hmm.
Maybe Marie killed the bird.
Huh?
That's what she was doing out there in the middle of the night, burying it in secret.
Hmm.
And it might sound strange, but I also understand why she did it.
Maybe she killed it.
Marie is really an astonishing person, you know? She's usually hard, but also she could be vulnerable sometimes.
Hmm.
She couldn't stand seeing the bird injured. She knew it would never recover. It was too weak. I remember she said, not being able to fly, that's no life for a bird. She thought it would be better off dead. She could have just abandoned it, let things run their course. But I don't think she did.
Hmm.
I think she killed it with her own hands. It sounds cruel, doesn't it? She's all or nothing.
Hmm. We're going back in time.
What I need to know is what
Oh,
your mother want?
I see. All or nothing.
I'm not ducking out. Not this time. After all, isn't this what Marie wanted? I think... My legs are shaking. Maybe I'm having another turn. I think I need a sugary drink.
Understood.
Do you need anything?
Well, I need more coffee. But if I drink another one, my stomach's going to declare war on the rest of me.
What are you guys drinking, chat? I have an energy drink.
I just can't speak on my mom's behalf. One thing's for sure, she's a radical.
Mm.
She's all or nothing. All the time.
I understand. It's hard to contemplate the idea of living with a disability.
It's not that, not at all. If we were talking about me or someone else, I would say it's gonna be fine. You adapt. People do it all the time. They have to. Life's too important. I would say that. She wouldn't. I'm not sure that answers your question.
She certainly comes across as rather forthright.
You don't say.
I've seen her on TV a couple of times. My father loves her.
Mm.
She's an extraordinary artist. In her interviews, she's so impressive, fierce even. It must be quite something to be the daughter of someone so talented.
I've heard this one before.
Mm.
That's a polite way to say it can't be easy to have a nutcase for a mother.
You get used to it. Yes, it's quite an experience. I feel like you do get used to it.
Doctor, do we know why? Why this happened? We were just having dinner last night. She was fine.
There could be a lot of factors. Family history, hypertension, alcohol consumption,
I did have a pretty severe hangover this morning.
even past trauma, like a historic head injury. It's hard to say right now.
Oh.
All right, Miss Demange, I'll give you time to think. Let's speak again in about 2 hours, if that works for you.
Sounds good. Can I see her?
Yes, of course.
But she's
Let
dead.
me find out her room number.
Is this it?
I know what I have to do, what I should do. It wasn't that long ago that I could write this kind of scene without breaking a sweat. I step into the room, there'll be tubes everywhere, beeping sounds. The audience will know that it's serious. Then I start bawling my eyes out. I collapse on my mom's bed. Or maybe
I didn't
I'll
let it
be
finish.
dignified, stony-faced, standing quietly in the corner. Close up on my face. They'll see I'm suffering. Deep inside, a single tear rolls down my cheek. That's exactly how it will happen. Or what should happen. There's just one problem. I really must. She probably needs me.
No, you can! You can!
I don't know why, but I
Oh.
can't open that door.
Oh. Who's that?
It's always stressful to share an elevator with a stranger. Still, it could be worse.
She's paid.
Hey, June. I could have to share it with my sister.
Oh, that's her sister. She's different.
Okay, I'm kidding. We love each other. Love giving each other a hard time. Okay, I love giving her a hard time. For instance. Hey, Didi-Doo. Nothing?
I haven't eaten yet. My blood sugar's low, okay? Come with me to the cafeteria.
Okay.
But if you utter that stupid nickname one more time, I'll strangle you.
There it is. She had me worried for
Aw.
a sec.
This food looks nasty.
Did you notice? Jan loves being in charge. She wasn't always like that. It started when she was a teenager. Some people get acne. She got authority.
How's work?
Scheduling, phone calls, spreadsheets. It's mind-numbing. There's no time to think. That's why I love it so much.
How's your script coming along?
The script.
I never should have told her about it. I guess I had a moment of weakness. I thought she would worry less about me if she knew I was working on something creative. But why did I even think she was worrying about it in the first place? She doesn't seem worried now. Better change the subject.
And how are you?
And how are you?
Well, since you ask,
So easy.
I was doing good until yesterday. One of my idiot patients up and groped my ass.
Damn. That's... Wow.
She's a physical therapist.
What?
Professional athlete.
That's fucked. That's fucked up. Bro.
She spends her days massaging pretty boys with 2 brain cells and 0 self-control. She's the best in
That's-
the field, I've heard. All the major soccer clubs are fighting over her.
That is
Probably because she
one
has
way
her
to...
own story.
That is one way to say that. That... Well...
She almost became a
Whoa.
tennis player at 17 years old. She was really strong.
Damn.
And then there was some kerfuffle. I don't know what happened, but the league didn't have her back, so she just gave it all up. I've never seen her so angry. Though today's a close second. I wonder what happened to that guy who was stupid enough to grope her.
Punch him in the face.
What happened?
I handled it with poise, aplomb, and composure. Anyway, he has a broken hand now. Good thing he plays soccer, not volleyball.
The worst part is, she's not joking.
Damn.
In other news,
Damn. Get him,
so
Diane.
stressful. Everyone's way too nice.
Get him.
It is a
Well,
hospital, Jan.
I know. They should be scowling 24/7.
no, they shouldn't.
So, how is she?
I haven't been to see her yet.
What are you waiting for? A singing telegram? Sorry, that was uncalled for. This whole situation, it's just a lot.
Yeah? Sounds like there's something else. Something else bothering you?
No,
So
nothing
pretty.
else.
Wanna bet that there's something else?
Well, I guess, I did meet with the doctor this morning. She told me about your deal. Between Mom and you. And, to be honest, I was shocked. Were you going to tell me at some point?
I knew it.
Ugh, see? I knew that this whole trusted advocate thing would never fly. The only question is, will she believe me when I tell her I didn't know? Given the state she's in, I wouldn't bet on it.
Look, I'm sure you're
Look,
upset.
I'm sure you're upset.
Of course I'm upset. We just found out that Mom might die. Does that mean nothing to you?
It does. Of course it does. But it's okay. I'm handling it. You know, I'm perfectly capable of making this decision. Just leave it to me this time.
What's going on, June?
I'm sorry?
Something's wrong.
Could be the grapefruit. I read somewhere that it's really toxic. And,
No, it's not the grapefruit. I don't recognize you. You're different.
Huh?
Ooh, she wants to talk. Seriously. That's just her way to cope with stress. She needs to dissect things to understand them. And she needs to understand things in order to control them. So, what's the play? Idiot or goldfish?
I forgot or I'm dumb.
Maybe if I say nothing, she'll leave me alone?
I mean, yeah. Silence. This window looks really nice.
Don't pretend you can't hear me.
This window.
I
Very
guess
pretty
I can't
window.
get out of this one.
Damn.
You're acting like some kind of robot. You're all closed off. And you clearly aren't considering how I feel about all this.
What's the game here? Where's the Jan I know? She's got some nerve lecturing me as though nothing happened. I'm not gonna lie, she's not entirely wrong. I haven't exactly been brimming over with empathy recently.
So there's people outside.
It's not my fault, you know, it just makes it easier to get through the day. For me, at least. I'm not sure how anyone else manages.
Okay, maybe I'm a little bit distant.
Okay, maybe I am a little bit distant, but have you thought about my situation?
See? That's exactly the problem.
Tell her.
And, okay, this is going to make me sound like a huge asshole yet again, but I'm used to that. I've been meaning to talk to you about this, so why not do it now? We're here for Mom.
Thank you
And
for
yet
the
you see how
follow.
hard this is on me. And yet, here we are, yet again, talking about you. What happened to you was awful. It really was. Absolutely horrible. But that was 5 years ago.
5 years ago.
It can't be 5 years.
Yeah?
Can be 5 years. It can't be 5 years. It was only yesterday. Why the hell is she bringing this up anyway?
Is there anything around? No.
Where are you going with this?
I don't really know. I guess I'm a little
Hi,
worried about you.
Lucy!
I don't understand what goes on in your head.
Hi.
And that scares me. Why are you like this?
Really? She's worried about me?
Hi. We're playing the wreck. Good night. Take care. Wait, was that a follow or a raid? Am I dumb? No, that was a. Was that a follow or a raid? Did she raid? Oh my gosh, I need to make my alerts bigger. I couldn't read it. I'm sorry if I said follow and you raided. Well, I'm silly. Okay. I need to. Okay, no, it wasn't a raid. I just follow. Silly. You had to go there, didn't you? I feel nothing. Oh, it's fading away! It faded away! Oh, I didn't know they were timed.
You.
It was a follow?
Go there, didn't
Okay.
You
Cool.
really. You can't help yourself.
Thank you.
Whenever you can't control something, you just hate it, don't you? And so, pow, you attack.
You're wrong, June. I'm just trying to help. You can't really tell me that everything's fine, can you?
Do you think that throwing my little problems back in my face is going to help? Oh, wonderful! Wow! Oh, it's a miracle! I'm cured! Thanks for the therapy session, but I really have to go. Obviously, you can handle everything just fine on your own, so go ahead and take care of Marie.
Wait, June! Don't leave, please! I'm sorry. I really need you.
Thank you for the raid. Hello, hello.
Really am a dumbass.
Hello, hello. We're playing The Wreck. It is an
He really is
indie
a
game
dumbass.
about memories and processing. And we're getting in the car again. Alright.
Should I be honest?
Do I have to?
I just grabbed the first opportunity to put up a stink so I could get the hell out of there. Of course I'm weird. And I can see how that might freak her out.
Hmm.
But she wasn't telling me that because she cares. That was her lashing out to hurt me.
We don't click that again, do we? Oh no, we do. Clamshell. Oh. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, Astrid.
And now we are in a memory.
You suddenly remember these.
Looks like you're driving.
Without knowing why.
Damn, remind me never to get
For
in a
instance,
car with
one
you.
day, I visited a fishery.
A
This was
fishery?
a
Is that
year
what they
or two
called it?
ago. I was writing the script for a promotional documentary about lobsters, a freelance gig for the
Lobsters.
Agricultural Chamber of Brittany. Truly the crowning moment of my career. Although for real, I loved writing it. It felt good, going outside, meeting people.
Mm.
And lobsters are fascinating animals. Shall I tell you what I remember?
Mm. Okay. So we are in a memory about lobsters. I've never been to a fishery. I didn't know those existed. Is it a primarily French thing? Or maybe European thing, maybe? I don't know. Elios, do you have any experience in fisheries? Hmm? Oh. Loved.
Everyone loves lobsters.
That is true.
Their exquisite and delicate flesh is prized by the finest gourmets.
Mm.
With a little garlic butter, lemon, or mayonnaise, they're delicious. They're on every great chef's menu. Lobsters are a symbol of wealth and luxury.
This is true. Madame Alikin. Slowly approaching the lobster. Slowly approaching the lobster. Wow. And now we're in a pot. Ah. Immortal.
Lobsters are a mystery to science because they don't age. Their
They
cells
don't?
replace themselves perfectly, which allows them to never stop growing throughout their lives.
Wait, really? I never knew that. Huh.
Lobsters have a chitinous exoskeleton, a durable and tensile material that protects them fully.
I didn't know
This
we would be
natural
learning
barrier
stuff
is
today,
so
chat.
strong that lobsters have no natural predators. In short, no one can mess with lobsters. Except humans, of course.
Mm. Ah, we're going backwards.
Female lobsters may lay over 100,000 eggs in their lifetime.
Wow.
They keep each clutch underneath their tails for several months. And when the eggs finally hatch, out come a profusion of larvae just a few millimeters long. Can you imagine?
Wow.
Over 100,000 tiny little Astrids.
Look at the babies. Oh, I never knew this. I've never really thought to research the science of lobsters. Ooh. Now we're back.
That was the official line. The one I got paid to write.
Mm.
But I dug deeper. You can call me a lot of things, but I'm nothing if not conscientious. I learned a lot about lobsters that the Agricultural Council wouldn't have approved of. Ugly truths we'd rather hide.
Oh, so she knew their secrets? Interesting.
Everyone loves
Cooked.
lobsters. But to truly love them, first you have to cook them. And to cook them, you have to kill them. There are two ways, traditional or modern. The modern way is to stick a sharp knife into their head. But since their nervous system is distributed through ganglia that run down their back, destroying the brain doesn't kill them. Not immediately.
Oh my
They'll
god.
spend a long time in agony. Lobsters don't want to die. But the people who love them don't care about that.
Like her mom? Wait, is she's somehow relating lobsters to her mom. That is so artistic. Wow.
Lobsters don't age. But after a while, their shells do.
Oh.
And if they can't make a new one, their current shell will wear out. It will split. Bacteria, fungi, and other diseases might seep in through these cracks. And
Wow.
then the lobster will rot from the inside.
That is terrifying.
Lobsters have a chitinous exoskeleton. But sometimes they feel trapped in it, so they molt. They leave their shells behind and expose themselves. Until their skin hardens again, the world is full of predators. Carnivorous fish, other arthropods, and humans, of course. Because when they've just molted, when they're soft, lobsters are their tenderest and their tastiest.
Really? I'm learning so much today, chat. It's like I'm back in college. What? Now we're back underwater.
Female lobsters may lay over 100,000 eggs in their lifetime,
Mm.
but few will reach adulthood.
Oh,
The larvae will be gobbled up by passing wildlife. The young ones will be poisoned by water pollution. Their livers filled with heavy metals and microplastics. And those
damn.
who grow big enough will be plucked out of the sea by humans to end up on a fishmonger's stall.
Damn. And we're back.
All this to say, being fake? Writing pretty lies? That doesn't bother me. Between my clerical work for Marie and those PR gigs, I learned to tune it out. No one wants to know what's in my head, but maybe you do?
I do, yeah. I do. I think it's a very hard decision to choose whether somebody you
Everyone
love
loves
lives or
lobsters.
dies.
And that love is what's killing them. If no one loved them, we'd let lobsters live happily at the cold bottom of the ocean. Lobsters don't need to be loved. Me neither, to be honest.
Damn. That's really deep. That is really deep. To be like, oh yeah, well, to be loved is a sacrifice yourself to a certain way of living. But to not be loved, you're free to be independent on your own terms. That's crazy to think about. As somebody who's been codependent their whole life.
Lobsters don't age. In fact, they could never die at all. If they
Imagine.
just stayed in their holes, they'd never get sick. They'd never get harvested or trapped. Unfortunately, lobsters grow. Maybe that's the big difference between them and me.
Oh no. Damn. It's like writer's block, but it's your entire life. I wish I could be philosophical right now. My brain is just fried. Man, I really love being philosophical on like Thinking Thursdays and everything, because you're supposed to be thinking. You know, you're supposed to be getting into those deep thoughts. You know, it's like therapy session Thursday, but I didn't think that had the same ring to it, and also that would invite a lot of different conversations. You know, so it's Thinking Thursday, but we're doing some internal therapy, if you will, if you will. I just
Lobsters have a chitinous exoskeleton that limits their growth. As soon as they shed it, they're in danger. Their enemies notice their weakness. They can smell it, like sharks smell blood. If
really.
they can reach a weakened lobster, they'll devour it. They'll tear it apart and feast on its flesh. I don't want to be eaten.
She said, I don't want to be. If lobsters are people in this analogy, then would sharks be fame? I kind of feel like sharks would be fame in that analogy. When you're at a spot of weakness and people notice, it's very easy to be, you know, gobbled up in the whole
Lobsters may
thing.
lay over 100,000 eggs in their lifetime, and they'll never watch them grow up. You might think that the sea is salty from all the tears shed by
Damn.
lobster mothers, but they don't cry. What good would all that sorrow do?
How do you know they don't cry? Maybe they do cry. What if they do cry? Oh. I need to fix my toggles. My sad toggle and my happy toggle are like it's an awkward transition, I know. And we're back. She's just thinking the same memory over and
You
over.
know, Astrid, memory is weird. You suddenly remember these moments without knowing why, until you realize it's trying to teach you something crucial. That day, I learned that I needed to be stronger than a lobster, to never molt, to never get
Wow.
eaten, to
I
just
love
hide in my hole,
her
to
thought
never cry.
process.
That's the only way that I could keep on living after you died, my little fawn. I don't want anything. I don't expect
Wait.
anything. I feel nothing.
Wait. Who? I thought Astrid was a name for a baby lobster. Wait.
Why are you like
Huh?
this?
Huh? Oh, was she a mother?
She's right. I have been weird lately. Honestly, I'm glad she noticed. You're right.
I am? Because I was starting to think that I was just being a dumbass.
Oh, you're totally a dumbass. You
Wait.
can't just bring up Astrid's death out of the blue and throw it in my face. But you are right. With her gone, something inside me is broken. I just don't feel anything. Everything just slides off me. I'm
Damn.
Teflon. Sealed off. Like a damn lobster.
Like a damn
Lobster?
lobster.
And you're right. It's been 5 years already. But I'm still trying to figure out how the hell I'm meant to reconnect with my life.
I understand. I mean, I know I can't understand, but I think I get it. Is there anything I can do to help?
I don't think so. Well, you can keep on beating up idiots, but that's more for public service, and for me specifically.
I will. You know, I admire you.
Sure you do.
You've always been the sensitive one.
Sensitive. I don't think going through trauma makes somebody.
That's classic Marie right there.
Hmm?
I'm sensitive. By which he means weak. Not strong enough for the world.
Hmm.
Obviously, I pale in comparison to the formidable Diane. Yep, that's me. So fragile.
Hmm.
That's not what I mean. Mom raised us to bite before we get bitten. That was the only way out she could see.
My mom
I
raised
guess
me
I
like
took
that
her
too.
literally. But you weren't like that. You knew how to listen. You got people. You were less scared of them. I always loved that about you.
That's new. What the hell do I say to that?
Hmm. That's the nicest thing you've ever. Oh my god. Nah. Silence.
Anyway,
Oh jeez.
maybe this is why Mom chose you.
And we're back.
The jealousy. Are you bitter right now?
Are you bitter right now?
Certainly not.
Certainly.
No. I mean,
You are bitter. You're pouting. Look at your fucking
enough.
face.
Stop it. This isn't the time. I just don't get it.
What is there to get? You know Marie. She's unpredictable.
Wait, you mean you didn't know?
Well, you should see what my signature looks like on the form.
She's the worst. Why would she do that?
I have no idea. I guess she thought it made sense since I handled the rest of her paperwork. Unless she thought I was a perfect fit since I'm a Libra with Pisces rising or whatever.
Me
All right,
too!
still, it's a big responsibility.
I have Pisces rising too.
It's a bit weird to ask you, of all people, to make that decision.
What are your zodiac signs, chat? Look at my dress. Look at me. Look at my dress. Tell me your zodiac signs. Let's go. Astrology right now. Right now, right now. I love astrology talk.
What am I supposed to do? Scream in the middle of the hospital cafeteria? That's not my style. Although, the way this day is going, it might become my style.
You can be pretty clumsy. You can't cook a meal without setting the house on fire.
Et voila! I'm never going to live that down, am I?
Depends. Have you figured out a safe way to brown-baked Alaska yet?
Whatever. This isn't the time to rehash all that.
Really, I don't get it. This is so important. Why would she trust you over me?
All right, I've had enough.
Why? Why'd it go away?
You know what? You're right. Only an idiot would trust me.
Aw, come on.
Yeah, here it comes. You're the reliable one, aren't you? The one people can always count on.
What are you talking about?
And then the music starts again.
I'm out of here. I'd probably just trip over her ventilator or something. Wouldn't want that to happen now, would we?
You're being ridiculous, Junon. Please, sit down. I didn't mean to upset you.
Oh, you didn't? Well, you got that wrong.
Hmm. Stupid.
Well, that was embarrassing, wasn't it?
I just realized it's,
I
yeah,
just can't
it's
help
Saint Marie.
So Mom wrote my name instead of hers on a worthless paper. What does it matter?
Hmm.
Jen and I are stuck in this stupid competition. I hate it. I feel I can't escape it.
What flies at us this time? A lighter? I can't reach the lighter. What am I reaching for? Oh wait, yeah, the lighter. Yep.
Of course I'd remember that day.
Oh.
My infamous 25th birthday. The day we met Diane's girlfriend.
Oh.
The day we
Aww.
danced a little, ate a little, and drank too much. But most of all, the day everyone went home early because I set the kitchen on fire while making dessert. There's plenty about that night I know.
Why is she just standing like that? She could be T-posing right there, not gonna lie. Flames. Oh, there's different music.
I wasn't expecting Marie to have a present for me, and yet she remembered. I'll be honest, I was super happy. But as
Aw.
usual with Marie, things couldn't just be nice. I hope you like it because it costs me a fortune. That's what she said when she handed me the bottle. She could afford it too. She wasn't world famous yet, but her career was taking off. And with that, her taste became more and more luxurious. Me? Oh, I was light years away from all of that. I hate whiskey. I hated it then, I hate it now. That's how it works with Marie. Even when she does something for Jan and I, in the end, it's always about her.
Transactional relationship. Sounds familiar.
It was the first time Jan introduced us to her girlfriend. Her very first girlfriend. She didn't make a big deal of it. She didn't even tell me that she would have a guest. But I knew it was important to her. And neither Marie nor myself reacted appropriately.
Oh
She rushed
no.
over to hug them both. I don't think I'd ever seen my mother so excited. Then she congratulated Diane for her rejection of patriarchally mandated heteronormativity.
Oh no.
Didn't say anything, but I could see she was upset. Her intimacy had just been reduced to activism somehow.
Yeah.
I wasn't there to support her. I was furious. It's stupid, I know, but I wanted to enjoy my party. And she showed up with something important to share. All of a sudden, my 25th birthday seemed trite, unimportant. Her girlfriend was called Sasha. She was nice, intuitive, smart, and very pretty.
Yeah, I feel like do it on like a holiday or something. Like introduce your, especially if it's like coming out or like something really big. I don't know if they knew she was gay or not. because the things are coming out. But why would you do that on somebody's birthday? Yeah, I see how that'd be fucked up.
I was quite reluctant to organize this party. It was the last birthday I would celebrate at Marie's. Your dad and I were about to move in together. So I wanted to make it special.
Oh, she's telling the story to her daughter.
Earn her respect.
I was
and
right.
win her admiration.
Oh.
But that would only happen if everything were perfect.
Aw.
The fire made it a complete failure. But to be honest, she'd have found some problem anyway.
This entire story is Junon talking to her deceased daughter. Damn. I don't know why I keep saying damn. I'm just shocked. I was not expecting the story to be this good. Like, I am hooked. This is really good. Aww.
Diane always loved being the center of attention. But when she showed up with her hair cut short and dyed green, I almost didn't recognize her.
It's
19
green?
years strong on this earth, and she couldn't care less about people's opinions. She was amazing. to
It's
me.
green?
But I wonder if she was, at least unconsciously, trying to please Marie.
I thought it was
By the way,
blonde.
Marie always had a soft spot for the rebels, and contempt for the rest.
Usually parents are the opposite, but I guess it makes sense because her parents, artist, right?
I don't think it made Diane any happier, though. I was so stressed out that night that I started drinking early. Marie loves to drink, so does Diane, and her girlfriend Sasha followed along. Long story short, we got drunk fast. All four of us. We had booze, we had cigarettes, plus the other stuff. I don't have to tell you everything. And after a while, Diane was completely out. She could barely stand.
I hope they just mean weed. I hope they just mean weed. And not, you know, anything hard. It's probably just weed, right? I don't think weed is legal in France.
When dinner started, Marie turned on
Yep.
the charm. She
Yeah.
laughed loudly.
That's
talked
either a
lot,
cigarette or a
asked all
blunt.
kinds of questions. She has the most unbelievable charisma when she's trying to please someone, you know? And that night I thought it was odd. She certainly wasn't doing it for me, or for Diane. And then I noticed the way she was looking at Sasha. I saw the glimmer in her eyes. The same as when she talks about Japanese whiskey. And I got worried.
Mm. The T-pose.
Alex called several times that night. He wanted to know how things were going. He had a hunch things would be tense, and he wanted to be my emotional hotline. I didn't answer. I wanted to fend for myself. It's why I didn't invite him in the first place.
Who's
I admit,
that?
sometimes his support was stifling.
Oh, her partner? Maybe?
I'd got these nice candles to decorate the table with. Obviously, I burned myself when lighting them. To no one's surprise, that was typical me. Scavus, they called me. It means clumsy in Latin. Marie coined that one. I didn't mind. Quite the contrary. In any family, everyone plays a role. You just need to find the one that suits you. And I like being the bumbling, fumbling one. That way, at least, the pressure was off.
I feel like in my family, I was kind of the quiet one, but it wasn't always that way. When I was little, I was extremely loud, and naturally, I am an extrovert, but I feel like I do have this mask where I'm extremely introverted, like at work and in life, like with strangers. Like, I start out introverted. I think there's a word for it. Like, I start off introverted and I get really exhausted by people I don't know quickly. But once I know you, like, I'm really extroverted. I really like spending time with everybody, with my friends and stuff. That's why I love streaming, because I feel like that very beginning stage of streaming, you're all close knit, you know, and it's just it's amazing. I love it. But yeah, I am very quiet with my family now. I don't know. I'm not I'm not close.
So, yes, Jan and I were trapped in this ridiculous rivalry.
I can
The
see how her
choir
hair is
girl
green now.
versus the rebel. The
Choir
meek
girl.
versus the indomitable.
Oh, there's so many words. Wait, I can't choose.
I'm never taken seriously.
Mm.
She's not allowed to show any sign of weakness, and we hold it against each other. But as soon as we lower our guard, we are saddled with the obvious. It's become more intense as we grew in Mary's shadow. We care about each other more than anyone else.
Aw, that's so sweet. That's how me and my brother are, I think. If I had to choose a family member. I'm the middle of 5, by the way.
The flames went up very high, very quickly. Everyone ran into the kitchen. Marie, Diane, and Sasha. She didn't say anything. I just saw her wiping her lips as she came into the kitchen, and she looked at me funny. I said it was an accident. I was trying to brown the baked Alaska, but it got out of hand. No one questioned Alex wasn't there to defend
Oh
me,
no!
and I just
I
sucked it up.
skipped.
I
I
never saw
skipped it on
Sasha after that
accident.
day. She and Diane broke up a few weeks later.
Oh no! What is that? Is that a cake? Oh no! The baked Alaska is it has meringue on it. I think that's what that was. Stop.
Maybe I was just drunk. Maybe I was imagining things. Maybe I was paranoid. But when Marie invited Sasha to her studio to see the paintings and more, ooh, that raised a flag. She was up to something. She was trying to seduce her. And maybe she
Oh.
could have. I tried to warn Diane, told her to watch out. She was too far gone.
Huh? Wait, the mom was trying to seduce the daughter's girlfriend?
She just looked at me. She had this blissed out smile. She could barely keep her eyes open. I had to do something, but I couldn't face Marie head on. I wasn't strong enough, so I improvised.
Huh? Really? Wait, so the fire was on purpose? You think the fire was on purpose? Huh. Wow. The mom really is crazy. She was gonna seduce the daughter, her daughter's girlfriend. What? That's wild.
No one
Arson.
noticed the bottle of Japanese whiskey was completely empty. Alcohol burns nicely on the stove. It was perfect for me to craft a diversion. And you know what?
She did do it on
I wasn't even that
purpose.
drunk. I was mostly angry at Marie,
Wow.
at myself. Maybe nothing happened after all. Maybe Marie didn't try anything. I'll never know. But I was scared enough for Diane's relationship that I set the kitchen on fire.
Wow. That's crazy. I mean, she was looking out for her sister, but I don't know. I mean, I guess if that's the only thing you could think about, I don't know. That's crazy. That's crazy.
I never told Diane what happened. She still thinks I'm a bumbling idiot. I can't tell her the truth, and she wouldn't want to hear it anyway. But what I did that night, I did out of love. Marie always said that you can't trust anyone in life. Well, in that moment, whether she knew it or not, Diane could trust me.
That's crazy. Blah, we go back in time.
Why would she trust you over me?
Why would she trust you?
And here we go again, trying to see who can spit the furthest.
Mm.
But you know what? I'm not playing this game. She needs her sister today, not a fight.
Yeah!
I get it.
Be a good family member.
Get what?
Why you think of me this way? The chump who keeps screwing things up?
I never...
I understand because that's my little routine, you know?
What are you saying?
The secret.
What's wrong with me? I'm not about to tell her all my dirty secrets. That wouldn't be like me at all. Although I guess this is a pretty good day for confessions.
I think you should tell her!
It's not easy existing between Marie and you. Between the overbearing artist and her gifted little go-getter. So I figured if I played the klutzy ditz, I wouldn't need to compete with either of you.
Mm.
If I'm so gifted, why the hell did I choose this grapefruit? This
What?
thing is disgusting.
How is that related?
That's my Didi-Doo. Open your heart a tiny bit and she gets all uncomfortable.
That's
I
crazy.
told you it's toxic. Understand this. We both know things can be tense between us.
Tense.
It would be easier if I could act like this is all her fault. Jan's competitive spirit is unmatched. She has to be the first in everything.
Mm.
You can make her a little stupid sometimes. Oh, just like when she was training for tennis, or when we did hamster races. She hit the ball so forcefully, like I've never seen. One day, at home, I noticed her hand was swollen. She said it was nothing. She especially didn't want to tell Marie. And I had to threaten to snitch on her so she'd let me take her to the hospital.
Mm.
It turns out she'd fractured her wrist. She told the doctor that it had been a bit painful for weeks, but that she was fine. She wouldn't even hear about the test
Sounds
because she had an
familiar.
important tournament coming up. She came out of the hospital with the sling that she was supposed to wear for 2 months. The next Saturday, she played the tournament in the sling. And she won! Scary.
Wow.
I could act like I wasn't anything like her. But that's not true. I just pretended that I didn't care. Truthfully, I also wanted to be the best. At the very least, I wanted to best her. As if we were always competing with each other, and it was exhausting. Some days it was hard. But whatever happened, I've always tried to protect you.
I don't need anyone's protection.
Yeah, it sounds weird when I say it out loud. You're the strongest person I know.
And you're built like a sea cucumber.
Look, all I'm saying is I was always on your side.
I love that so much.
Talking about Mom.
And you're built like a sea cucumber.
Not just her.
Sea cucumbers are so
I'm
cute.
totally talking
Have you guys seen a sea cucumber? They're so
I'm
precious.
talking about the fact that you're my sister, and that's special to me. And I know it's the same to you. Listen, Diane, I have no idea how things are going to play out with Marie. And it's true, I have been feeling out of it for a little while now. But I do know one thing that's going to help us.
What do
Stretchies!
you mean?
I mean that being a psychopathic robot has its perks.
Being a psychopathic
Cool.
robot.
And I think this is going to help us make the right choice. The best choice for Marie, sure. but for you and me, too.
Maybe.
Why are you looking at me like that?
Why are you looking
It's
at me like
just
that?
I'm not used to seeing you like this. You sound confident. It suits you.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So, what do we do?
I have no idea, but I'm not going to tell her that right now.
Mm.
I need to find a different tack.
You know your mother. Right now, there's not much we can do.
Right now, there isn't much we can do. The doc sounds like she knows what she's doing. They're putting her through a battery of tests. They'll figure things out. So, I think we will have to wait and see.
I can't. No, I just can't. I'm not going to sit here twiddling my thumbs.
We don't have a choice, Jan.
Of course we do. We need to stay on top of the doctors. They need to do their absolute best. Come to think of it, we're not keeping her in this hole. Oh, my
Huh?
dad. I'll bet he'll have a buddy in a private clinic somewhere. We're not leaving anything to chance.
Oh, they're half sisters.
Why aren't you saying anything? You're with me, right? We need to fight, don't we?
I
No.
don't know, Jan.
What do you mean? I don't know, Diane. If we were in her place, you know very well what she'd be doing. She'd do everything in her power to make sure we pulled through. We owe her that as well. Don't we?
Hmm.
I can't take any more
Do we
initiative
know?
control.
After all this. Oh, it's gone. It went away.
You can't always do something, you know? Running around all over the place, yelling at doctors won't help her just because we think it will. It doesn't work that way. It never does. Sometimes you just need to let go.
Let go? Let go of what?
See, Diane, maybe this is why Marie chose me. She knows
Damn.
that I can keep a cool head, that I don't let my emotions take over.
Bullshit. You think this isn't your emotions doing the talking? You go on and
Damn.
on saying that Mom is the worst mother ever. Do you seriously not think you share some of the blame?
What? What do you mean?
You know very well what I mean. She could have died in that car.
Whoa. Could have died.
Marie was also in the car that day. You remember my little phone? I can't remember why. She was going to town for an errand, I think. I parked in front of her house. She sat in the front, and then... she was by my side when I woke up in the hospital. Jan's right. Marie could have died. And the doctor said that this sort of thing can happen due to trauma from years ago.
So she thinks that because crashing the car then? Oh, jeez.
So it's all my fault then? Are you saying that? All of this is happening because of me?
Of course not. But since the accident, she's given you work. She's done her best to help you. And you just want to let her die? Shit, I'm not going to give up on her. If you hate her, that's your problem.
You're out of your damn mind.
Come on. You're so transparent.
Shut up! I don't want to hear any more of this. I'm leaving.
Mm.
Damn it! Did I really have to go off like that? Maybe she's right. Maybe we should fight, just like Marie taught us. And do I really have to be so angry? Do I really hate my mother?
We already did that one. Do I have to click one again? Do you just wait? Because we've done them all. I guess we have to click one. We're back here. What are we looking for? Oh,
Wow! I'd forgotten how muscular you are.
And are you jealous?
No, I like it.
All right, you're my sister. This is super embarrassing, especially since you're drunk off your ass.
I've always found Diane's presence comforting. She only has to stand by me and I start to breathe easier. It's funny how you forget the obvious stuff as time goes by.
oh. We have to go through all of them. I see. I see. Crab. Oh, did I miss it? No. Hmm. What's here? Wait, what's here? There was nothing. Ah!
So, why do you put the elastic bands round their claws? Is it so they don't cut your fingers?
I appreciate the concern, but no, ma'am. Without the bands, they would just eat each other.
Oh.
When the guy said that, my mind jumped to my mother. She used to warn me about people and how dangerous they could be. Even me, she said. Don't trust me. Trust no one but yourself. Oh, it was exhausting.
When will Dad get here?
He'll get here when he gets here. Soon. Don't worry.
I can't wait. Tomorrow we're visiting Buckingham Palace, and Lizzie says I'll get to taste real fish and chips and... Oh, sorry, Junon.
I've never really been jealous of Diane's family. I was too fascinated by the concept of a family. That was an incredible discovery for me, and so beautiful to see. I was also worried for her. She had a dad and a stepsister. She had something to lose. I only had Marie, and Marie is immortal. So, I was safe.
Oh.
You see, my little dear, there are some things I'd have loved the chance to tell you. For starters, growing up means figuring out what you really care about, and what you're better off without. I never understood why the whole world was such a threat to Marie. It damaged me, growing up that way. Now, I've had enough. Jan has always been a reassuring presence in my life. Although I never knew how to tell her. We had completely different lives. We're not affected by the same things. But I hope it's not too late to tell her that I care about her.
We owe her that as well, don't we?
She's terrified, actually. My little sister. I need to comfort her. Show her that I'm here for her. That she's not alone. You know what? Right about now, there's nothing we can do for Marie. Nothing at all.
But
I know this bothers you, and I understand. But that's how it is. It's out of our control. So I'd rather pay attention to what matters the most. Family.
And that's what exactly?
It's you. You're my family, Jen.
What about Mom?
Marie is different. It's just how she is. She's... Sure, we're part of her life, but we can't expect much more than that. Marie, she's alone against the world. I think she'd be furious if she knew she was surrounded with Jesus stuff.
Hmm? Really?
Oh, she's a staunch atheist. Pretty
Ah.
much an old-school iconoclast. The opposite of her mother, who was a real Bible thumper from what little I know of her. Hence, the biblical first name.
Ah.
After all, whether she admits it or not, Mom has one thing in common with the biblical Mary. Both of them had a child whose father was shrouded in mystery. Which
Wow.
makes me baby Jesus? I'd prefer not to end up dead on a cross, though.
Oh, that
Considering
is
what she's been
that
through.
is a
As a
really
kid, I mean.
stark
What is
connection.
she talking about? What are you talking about? How do you know what she went through as a kid? Did she talk to you?
Once. One night.
Ooh.
I didn't really understand. Her dad left when she was like 12 years old. She basically raised her brothers and sisters on her own.
Hold on, what? She has brothers and sisters?
I guess so. And she's the oldest. And at some point, she burned bridges with everyone. Forever.
Ah.
Oh, wow. Did I know this? I kind of remember, but it feels like a blur. Have we talked about this before? Did I forget that too? That's not what's important right now. You know, Jan, I don't think that Marie has anyone. Not really. She doesn't want to. She can't. She doesn't know how to trust.
True. That is the one thing that's beyond her reach.
But it's not beyond ours. We need to trust each other, otherwise we're screwed. You understand?
Of course I understand. I've spent years trying to get her to pay attention to me. And I don't feel like fighting all the time. Not against you, anyway.
We don't have to anymore.
What? You mean, now that she's fucking dying?
No, I mean, we can decide to do
Yeah.
things differently. We don't have to play by her rules, where everyone's out for everyone. Kill or be killed. I think that's... I don't know. It might be her history, but it doesn't have to be ours. I'm not even sure she even believes it herself, actually. I'd rather believe that there are people I can always count on. And that they can count on me because I love them and I care for them. People like you, Dididou. Is she crying?
Damn.
Sorry. I don't know what's going on with me. I'm scared, you know? For Mom. I don't want her to die.
Well, right now, she's still alive. And you know her, she's not going down easy.
I don't think you're anything like a lobster. I think lobsters are disgusting.
Is that right? Me too, come to think of it. Ugh, crap.
What? Is it the doctors?
No, look.
Alex? You should answer.
Are you sure? Are you gonna be okay?
Ask me again and I'll slap you. Of course I'll be okay. You're coming right back, aren't you?
You bet I am, little sis.
Alex, she doesn't get in the car. How's it been going? I've just been lurking. This story, I'm gonna cry. It's so, oh my god. So the MC, Junon, the entire story, she's not talking to like us, the mythical omnipresent main player. She's talking to her daughter. She had a baby girl that passed away in a car accident. And so there's 2 car accidents in the actual game. One that we haven't seen, and then one that we keep seeing over and over again, which causes her to re-look at 3 important memories that she's been having, and put together why everything is. Like, why her family is the way it is. And I'm fucking... wow.
I don't know what would have happened between your dad and I if you were still here. Would we have agreed on how to raise you, the kind of values to impart? Respect others, be curious and open-minded, and try to beautify the world. Except racists and boomers who drive SUVs, obviously. I don't think we would have had any trouble getting along in the end. We were on the same wavelength. I trusted him 100% from the first day I met him. He's got that little something in his eyes. This uncanny kindness that's always there.
God damn it, you know.
Okay, pretend I didn't say anything, huh? Hello, Alex. How are you doing, Alex? Oh, I'm so glad to hear from you, Alex.
Did you take it?
I have no idea what you're talking about. I know exactly what he's talking about. I
What?
just have no desire to talk about it right now.
What?
The house. Astrid's dollhouse. It used to be in my office and now it isn't. And I need it for work. I'm using it as a reference for level design.
Whoa.
Can I call you later? Hold on, where am I right now? I guess I wandered into a decommissioned part of the hospital. Ooh, it's kind of spooky.
Spooky.
No, you cannot call me later. It's easy. Just tell me if you have it. It will take 2 seconds.
Your dad is getting on my nerves. I'm sorry, but it's true. All right, Alex, listen. Okay, come on, keep your cool. Try and be mindful. I have no idea where that house is.
Why am I?
Since we're talking about last week, actually, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have showed up unannounced. I don't know what came over me.
What does that mean? Wasn't it nice to see each other again?
Oh. What?
You and I never got to talk about some stuff. The birds and bees, how grown-ups cuddle. We did have the chance. But I was
Oh
not
no.
comfortable with the idea.
Oh no. So they didn't really talk. Yeah, I see. They're exes in that kind of way.
Marie wasn't a fan of mother-daughter conversations. When I had my first period, do you know what she told me? Just make sure you don't stain the couch. So I guess as a result, I'm not too good with personal matters either. But still, I have a fond memory of that moment.
Oh, that brought back a crazy memory, actually. That brought back a crazy memory, chat. Okay, I don't know if this is oversharing or anything, but I guess just tune me out for a second. When I got my first period, I knew what it was, but I was afraid. Like, I was actually afraid to tell my parents, so I hid it from them. And the way they found out was that it was the only time I had started to do my own laundry, and so I didn't know how to clean blood out of clothes. So I just thought you put them in the washing machine and the blood comes out, and it doesn't. So my mom was switching over laundry that I had put in the washer when she realized why why is this here? And so she came to me and she was like, "Why didn't you tell me?" And I don't know to this day. I'm pretty sure that day is the day I found out I have social anxiety. Like it in person social anxiety. It's just so crazy to me that like I don't know. I never I just kind of I bottled up a very normal thing. And sometimes you do things and you don't know why you do them.
I had become a woman, just like her. It was astonishing, almost an animalistic feeling. I
Really?
felt strong, powerful.
I felt weak. That's interesting. I've never thought about it that way. I felt weak. I felt out of control. Interesting.
It was very nice. But it was also completely stupid.
Don't say that. Why are you saying that?
You know why? We can't be doing this. Things are different between us now.
They don't have to be. Things could even be
He
better.
still loves her.
Stop it.
You know I'm right. Deep down you know it. Everything that happened to us, it helped us. There was a reason. Maybe all of this means we are supposed to come back together. Stronger.
Wait.
Why?
What about Pauline?
Pauline is great. I'll talk to her. It will be hard, but she'll understand.
What
He's
makes
with
you
someone else?
that your
Oh my
crazy ex
god.
suddenly decided to return after dumping you after she killed your...
Don't even go there.
That's a really stupid idea,
Oh.
Alex. People don't change. You know how I
Whoa.
am.
I do. I've known since day one.
Oh. Chat. I remember in the very beginning, she was like, I don't remember the exact words. I love sappy rom-coms. And then she said her life isn't like one. It totally is.
We met in high school as juniors. It feels like a lifetime ago. We only had one class in common. Film studies. And we had completely opposite tastes. But I immediately liked something about him. His high-speed internet. Hey, back in the day, it was a precious gift. Especially in our podunk town. All of a sudden, you could pirate movies from all over the world.
I'm dead.
Dream. We spent hours on end in Alex's bedroom.
Ayo.
I'm sure his parents thought we were having sex.
You know.
They were a charming couple, always smiling. They let Alex do whatever he wanted. I was super jealous. We watched tons of movies, lying on his bed, chomping on candy. I was obsessed with film. It felt like discovering a new world.
Aww.
And when I requested a boring 3-hour movie, the next day we would play a video game.
Aww.
Actually, it's not as lame as it sounds, I promise.
No, it's nerdy and it's cute.
Don't you think about it? Don't you miss it? Don't you
They're
want
high school
everything to be
sweethearts.
just like before?
It's so
I
fucking.
think
It's so. Oh. She
yes, I think I do.
dies.
It's not too late.
Oh,
You really think so?
I'm melting.
I know so.
I'm melting.
I'm on my way then.
Like, now?
Yes? Shouldn't I?
Yes. Yes, come over.
Oh.
Wait for me, I'm coming.
So now instead of it being because of a fight, it's because she's in love. Maybe she'll drive more careful?
After all,
No.
why not? Maybe he's right. Maybe I was just wrong about all this. That wouldn't be the first time I screwed up. The three of us were so happy together. Maybe Alex and I can still be happy?
There's nothing to grab. Oh, there is! Something new!
You know, my little fawn, in life, you only have two ways out. Either escaping or disappearing.
Why are
But
there
sometimes
multiples of
you're
her?
unable to disappear.
What is...
And
why is
escaping
she
from
everywhere?
yourself, well, that sure ain't easy.
I know that. It's a little fawn mug! Oh. Dang.
So, when that happens, in your opinion, what's left to do? We can try to find out together if you want.
There's no doors? I know there's a lot more important stuff happening, but why are there no doors? Wait! What? Why can't I click on anything? There's something there. I couldn't grab it though.
When she would make up animal
Dang it!
fables with all kinds of mystery and
I need to
conflict.
stop clicking so much!
Savage world,
Fuck!
she called it. Female wolves, bears, or scorpions would find themselves in imminent danger, but they could always manage it on their own, swindling and betraying the boorish, idiotic males. Marie wanted us to be strong, courageous, and independent women.
Sounds like my
Except
mom.
it also made me a bit fearful of the world. Alex gifted me most of these books. It started as a joke, but as time passed, there were more and more. Every time I had an issue, Alex would find the book to address it. Some of the worst titles, too. How to Win Friends and Influence People, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck.
I love that.
Who Moved My Cheese?
Who moved
I was
my
reading them
cheese?
casually, but they still helped me move on. Alex would call it the emergency library. Every problem has a book, he said.
So logical.
But when I found myself alone, the library didn't work anymore.
Oh. That's the book! Hero with 1,000 faces.
At first, I stayed in the apartment for days. I wouldn't go outside. I barely recognized my own voice when I opened the door for food deliveries. I could have disappeared. No one would have known. Yet, amid the silence, if you listen carefully, you can hear some things. The air traveling through the lungs, the bowels gurgling, the teeth grinding. Even
My
the
joints
heart beating.
popping.
That much is clear now. In fact, Alex and Marie
Stretch break.
are like two sides of the same coin for me. Alex was my crutch, my unwavering support. I came to believe that I would crumble without him. Marie was a model of strength, of courage, and determination. Everyone admires her, but she is completely unattainable. And I was dependent on her as much as him. Unable to manage on my own, but that was before. I guess you understand now, my little fawn. Your dad and I separated. And for the first time in my life, I was living alone. At 34 years old, I had
Wow.
no idea how to do that. And he didn't fix everything. But come to think of it, it may be the reason I began looking for who I really was.
I get that. That's where I am at. I can't zoom back in. I have to go this way. Do I have to go that way? I'm confused. I don't actually know. I'm stuck. I'm stuck! I guess I do have to go back. Boxes.
I lived surrounded with cardboard boxes for months. I was unable to open them. It was physically impossible.
Oh.
But it didn't bother me much. I've never been a homemaker anyway. Also, if I had an off day, I could always blame it on those boxes. Instead of blame it on the life that was put away in those boxes.
Did I just miss
You
that?
remember this cup? Every morning you would drink your hot cocoa.
It
from
said
I had
mug.
to take it out of the
Why'd she say
dishwasher
cup?
so many times. You wanted nothing else. It was in a box for a while. I thought about it sometimes when I thought about you. It was there. One day I pulled it out of one of the boxes. I wanted a hot cocoa, and it slipped out of my hands.
It broke.
My heart skipped a beat in that moment. I held my breath for 1 second. And then I wondered whether I was a monster for not feeling devastated. But now I know that I'm not. I was tired of being sad. Tired. I stayed strong. And it turns out that being able to do that changed everything. That day I realized that I was strong. And that I could do it. Alone.
Man, we have to go back.
think I just figured out why I love movies so much. When I was a teenager, my life didn't seem real. I couldn't say for sure that I existed, but in movies, people had pure and intense emotions. I loved that. Any fiction. When I found myself alone, I fell back into that zone. I watched hundreds of movies, obscure comedies, blockbusters, absurd schlock. I was looking for a template that would explain to me how to feel. Except it didn't work this time. I needed more.
Or do I keep going backwards? Yeah.
From the day you died, I had been sleeping a lot. I was still tired when I woke up, but at least it passed the time. Then everything changed. Sleeplessness kicked in. I spent my nights trying to understand, what am I still doing here?
Nothing in there. Nothing in there. Nothing in there. No?
Then, I understood. I turned on my computer and I started typing. Not a soap opera episode, like I was writing before you died. It was something personal. And I think it was important. A movie script. A beautiful, kind of sad story. It could be a nice feature if I ever finish it one day. I was surprised to feel the desire to write, but now I understand how priceless it was. It allowed me to switch roles. I was no longer the grieving mother, or the young divorcee, or the daughter of. I was writing. I was becoming an author. I was inventing a reality that was just as valid as another.
I like that. That's a really good perspective. Do I have to go all the way out here? I swear. Oh,
You know, I was telling the truth earlier when I said that there were only two ways out in life. But whether you escape or disappear, in the end you're doing the same thing. Now I understand that I had to find another way. And complete solitude allowed me to face the void. And to rewrite myself. It was the only way for me to change completely. From the ground up.
are we gonna go back to the phone call?
Don't you want everything
Yeah.
to be
Hmm.
just like before?
I see everything, chat. I see everything.
Alex and I can reinvent ourselves. I know that we can. But that's going to require a lot more work. I would love for things to work out that way, Alex. Just like in the movies. But the scene when they get back together, the happy end, we all know that's not happening. Too bad. You're at least as sexy as Ryan Gosling.
Damn.
Yeah. And I definitely have better abs.
I noticed that the
Damn.
other day. Is that new?
Is that new?
You're missing out.
Aw.
I'm sorry things ended the way they did between us. I left because I was losing my bearings. And I felt like you were also going off track. You know, trying to convince us that we would be okay.
I was trying to help you.
That's the problem. You couldn't have. I was too sad. I was unable to listen. I couldn't keep leaning so much on you. I couldn't stand it. I had reached a breaking point. If I didn't make a big change, I would have... But I was not allowed to die. I had no right. So I tried living. All the people who matter to me have something in common. They all taught me that I could live without someone else. Marie taught me that I could live without a father, that I could exist as a woman in a world created for men. But she never taught me what it was like to be loved. Alex taught me that I could live without Marie. All of a sudden, I was worth more than I thought, and she much less than I thought. But what he loved the most about me was that he could be there for me. I don't hold it against him. We are who we are. He loved me, but he didn't help me love myself. And then you were there, and you taught me the most important thing. You taught me that I could live, even without Marie, even without Alex, even without you. Without you.
You know, I changed too.
I believe you, Alex.
So don't you think it may be a good time to try again?
We can't try again if we're strangers to each other.
Wow. That's a Nobel Wisdom Prize right there.
That's not even a thing.
Exactly.
You win the prize. It doesn't
Oh, I don't know
exist.
if I should tell him this, but... I will always love you. And oftentimes I think to myself that we could start something new. We'd hop in the car and road trip through Ardèche. I would take off my flip-flops and rest my bare feet on the dashboard. And you would yell at me because that's nasty.
That is definitely nasty.
Oh, nastier than your damn Tupperware up in the fridge?
Nastier than
Damn.
your clumps of hair in the bathroom sink.
Okay.
Probably.
Okay. That is just hate on women
Then I
everywhere.
realized that
I
all of these
swear.
are memories. Some are good, many are, but some are dreadful.
That's
Those
just
memories with you, they're too much to handle. Which means I don't have a choice. I have to leave it all behind. You understand?
Damn.
Then, what about last week?
Look, Alex.
What about
I think
last
I hurt
week?
him, but
That's besides the point. It's not
besides the
though.
point.
It's
I don't
not
know why I
though.
did what I did. I don't even know why I went to your house.
Because you wanted to see me.
But why?
It's true. I'm telling you, I have no idea why I went.
Mm,
Maybe it was out of habit. I think that's one of the reasons why I fell in love with Alex. His way of figuring stuff out has always fascinated me.
I get that.
I couldn't figure out a character's story arc. He figured it out. I couldn't get in touch with producers. He figured it out. I couldn't live without you. He figured it out. Or he tried. I believe that's why I went to see him last week. So he could figure it out for me. Except I didn't even know what my problem was on that day. If only it were that simple. Anyway, it was really stupid, and I probably hurt you.
Come on, June, stop that. Last week you were happy. For the first time since I can remember.
What would you know? We haven't seen each other in months.
That
Here
is
we
true.
go.
And it wasn't my call. You're the one who left. And I respected your choice. I learned how to live without you. And you showed up on my doorstep out of fucking nowhere? What am I supposed to think?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's true.
he's totally right about that.
Yeah, he is.
I'm
You
sorry,
messed
Alex.
up, but
I
like,
truly am.
mm,
I know you're angry, and
I'm not angry.
lies.
but I was in a bad place. I didn't know what to do. I needed to see someone.
But
Why
like,
not your sister then?
mm,
Or call a girlfriend? Even your mother, for that matter.
because,
I
man,
Came to see me because I know what you are feeling. I understand your pain. Don't you think?
No, I don't think so.
But he does. People who go through traumatic events together have just a very specific bond with one another. It is a science. Blah.
You don't
It's
understand.
okay.
Well,
Man,
if you really understand, then why do I...
man. He hung up on
Why
her.
the hell do I feel so alone?
Damn. Oh no, he didn't hang up on her? I don't know. And now we get back in the car,
No
chat.
one can understand what I feel.
Ever.
No one can tell me how to live with this,
Mm.
how to do this. It's a gaping hole in the fabric of life, and living with that big a hole in you it's impossible.
Damn. And we're back in the car. What do we get this time? A hairbrush.
Do you remember your dollhouse? Marie gave it to you.
Is
She
that
built it
Alex?
herself in secret.
Why are his legs like that?
It was really detailed. There were even miniature figurines of Alex and I for you to play with.
Oh, that's why. Because they're dolls.
You took to it.
Oh.
You were making up all kinds of stories about daily life
Where's my
where
charger?
you were the hero. It's true. I did it. I stole your house from Alex.
Why?
I don't know why. Could
Oh.
you forgive me? If I had a really good reason?
Dollhouse. Oh. Literally can't click on anything. Pauline.
This is Pauline, your father's new girlfriend. Actually, we've known her since high school, but I haven't seen her in a while. When I went to Alex's house, I was kind of hoping I would get to see her. I was curious. She's a great girl, you know. I'm sure your dad will be happy with her.
Oh. You could hear the jealousy.
To be honest, I always wondered
Mia.
why he picked me over
Hi,
her.
Mia.
Again.
Oh my gosh, Mia, this story is incredible. I love it. Rick.
Your dad is still making video games, but he quit the big company he used to work for. Now he's making a game
I know
on his own.
somebody who makes video
I
games.
don't know much about it.
Well, he's in
I think
school to
it's
make
about
video
you.
games. It's pretty cool.
In a way, every game he ever worked
You're
on
incredible.
was about you. The
Incredible.
games you were playing together actually gave
Mwah.
him tons
Thank
of
you,
ideas for
Mia.
his work.
Thank you, Mia. You're incredible. No. Mm. There's a dollhouse in the dollhouse. I just realized. The dollhouse in the dollhouse.
I thought Alex had gotten rid of that house when he cleaned out your room. After you passed, I never wondered where it was. Some people say that the dead haunt houses. I was afraid that you would haunt that one.
Oh.
Afraid to hear your voice if I stared at it for too long. Alex moved into this place with his new girlfriend about a year ago. He looked happy. Suburban homes aren't my thing, but I was relieved that he had finally left the apartment where the three of us had lived.
Oh.
When I learned that Alex and Pauline were moving in together, I thought he had turned the page. Do you want to know what I felt? It's complicated. I think I was impressed. Once more, your father had demonstrated that He was stronger than me, and I'd like to say that I was happy for him. But in truth, I envied him.
Mm. Oh, there's two.
I pictured Alex alone in his office, using his job as an excuse to play with your house. I found that pitiful. That didn't fit at all with the idea I had of him, always moving forward, never moping around.
Right.
And then I realized that maybe he wasn't telling me everything about his feelings. Your father had everything. A new girlfriend, a nice house, his life on track. Meanwhile, I was over here, toiling, slowly crawling out of the hole. And I needed to see him, so he could comfort me. Just like before, I thought he owed me that. I started doing it at work.
No
Just so that he could meet
way.
his deadlines. Sometimes we did it together, at parties. For fun.
What?
Oh, all right, I know it's bad, but when we knew that you were coming, we stopped. And that's why
I
I was
mean,
surprised to see some at his place last week.
what?
He tried to hide it, but I laughed in his face. I'm not his mom. Still, though, I thought to myself it was a bad sign.
Yeah? Whoa.
Alex looked gaunt. Not just because of the blow, it was like he'd been crying. I tried to talk to him, ask him how he was doing. He just dodged the question. So I insisted, but he said he wanted to show me something, and he started a video game. Something called Night Call. A murder mystery noir where you play a taxi driver. It was
Hi,
good,
Zeta.
but it's hard to have a conversation with a controller in your hands.
Yes, he was doing lines. Apparently, it was just so that he would have the energy to finish the deadlines at his job. But apparently, whenever Mrs. Junin over here, the MC, went back to his place for, a booty call, she saw that he still had some after he had quit, years before. So, I guess he relapsed. That's really sad. Oh my gosh. He loves you.
Perhaps I threw away that house because I
He
was
loves
jealous of
you.
Alex's new life. In fact, I might have wanted to show your father what he was losing by losing us.
Oh, we have to click them all.
Perhaps I threw away the house to shake up Alex.
Man.
To get a reaction from him.
Average
So
artist
he could
grind
get
set.
mad
They
at
need
me.
to seek
He could
help.
snap out of his lurch.
I agree. Zeta.
Perhaps I threw away
Based
the
as
house because
usual.
I was
Based
mad
as
at
usual.
Alex. His whole stuck in nostalgia thing, I found it incredibly offensive.
Yeah. I can see why she would feel that way. Mia, don't do drugs. Drugs are bad. Oh.
We had a great night in the end.
look at the
And after a while,
Mia.
asked me
Is this
what
you
I was
and
doing
me?
there.
Is this you and me,
I thought
Mia?
about telling him the truth, but instead I kissed him. I don't know what came upon me.
Is this you and me, Mia?
He kissed me, and more.
Yeah,
It
we
was
know.
very nice. Much more intense than it used to be before. And it made me want to cry because that was way too late.
the Russian dolls of the Russian dolls of dollhouses. There's a dollhouse and a dollhouse and a dollhouse. I love
Perhaps
him.
I threw away that house because that was my gift to him. Perhaps I thought he needed this old relic
But
out
happy
of
and
his life,
healthy. Mm-hmm.
like he needed me out of his life.
I did not. No. What is that?
I'm sure all of that contributed to my reaction.
What is
To some
it?
extent.
What
I
is
was
it?
jealous, a
What
bit
is it?
petty, conflicted, and on top of that,
I was a dollhouse thief.
But there was something else, something that really hurt me, and that I'm only understanding now. I was ashamed.
Hmm. Do I have to go back in again? Okay. Before I do that, chat, I need to go grab some water. I'll be back. Hello, I'm back. Hello. Okay. Let's continue. Hmm? Oh, jeez, I was getting the worst headache ever. I had to go grab some water. I was, ugh, awful. Stay hydrated, queen. I am.
I came to demand support from Alex.
What is that face?
That he was already happy again.
His
But when
face.
I came across that dollhouse, I realized that he missed you as much as I did, which is actually why I threw it away. That's the reason. The dollhouse was proof that for years I had been blinded. I was ashamed to only realize now that he too was hurting.
Back to the phone call.
I understand your pain. Don't you think?
He hurts too.
How is this possible? How did I not realize that he was hurting too?
It was his
And how come he
daughter.
never told me about it? Well,
I don't
how
know.
about you, Alex?
Men usually don't.
Should we talk about that?
What? What do you mean?
How many times have we talked about Astrid together? About her death? Dozens of times? Hundreds, maybe?
That's because we needed to.
I did.
I needed that. That was the only thing I could talk about, and Alex was always there to listen to me. To check
Oh.
how I'm doing, to inquire about my feelings, to assess my needs, to ask if there was anything else he could do. And I never asked him any questions. Not a single one.
Hmm. Stretchy stretch. I hate that the tracking followed that. That's so
What do
funny.
you mean, am I sure? You were devastated.
And you? How did you feel?
Come on, again with this shit. Pauline is always trying to make me talk to. I don't have anything to say. What am I supposed to say?
Well, you're thinking
There's
something.
no way you never felt the need to talk about those feelings. That whole time when you finally got me to calm down and fall asleep? How did you feel? What did you think?
I don't know. I can't remember. Why are you dragging this up now?
Because I never thought to ask you back then.
Well, that's alright. I'm okay. I was okay. It's not your
Men's
fault.
brains work differently
He's
than
still
women's.
doing it. He's still trying to protect me all the time.
Hmm.
He needs to understand that things have changed.
It's not just that. It's also that he probably genuinely wasn't thinking about it in the moment. He was. It's very possible he just wasn't like emotionally thinking emotionally. Like that is also like something that I've learned too. Men don't really general sphere, everybody. General sphere. Men don't think as emotionally. It is again a science. It is. You can't see me. I'm doing the little circle with my hands. You know, general average statistic. They don't think as emotionally. It is a very big societal thing, and I guess it is in France as well as it is in the US, that men are taught not to feel. So it is very common when they grow up that they don't think emotionally. So yeah, he was probably genuinely just in protector mode, not thinking about himself. It's sad that it's sad that he is very used to not being able to open up. But yeah, that is why. It's very normal.
Yes, it is my fault. You
I
were
think
alone
the
with
story
your
is incredible.
sadness.
The story is
Now I'm
incredible.
thinking to myself that
It's so
it
realistic
wasn't fair.
in that regard.
You know, I just realized
So
something,
realistic.
and I'm so ashamed about it. You're hurt too, and that didn't even occur to me until now.
Oh, a general level, def agree with this.
I was thinking about you.
Not about Astrid?
When I was alone at night, I was thinking about what I needed
It's
to
very
do to
hard
get better.
for it's very
That's what I
hard
thought
for
about.
men
You needed
generally
me.
to think
That
about
kept me going.
emotions
And
just
now
like
that you're no
openly.
longer here,
Especially with their exes, hello?
I lived in fear of everything for a long time. Fear of making the wrong choice, fear of making mistakes, fear of not being good enough, not smart enough. And Alex was an antidote against all these fears.
Antidote.
He was acting like he didn't have wounds of his own. But I knew that he did.
Mhm.
One day, for instance, he told me about his parents. They love each other the same as ever. They're very good together. For them, having a child just came as a natural step to their relationship. They were nice, patient, kind. They ticked all the boxes. But in the end, parenting, that wasn't their thing. I think
Yeah.
that in spite of their best efforts, they don't give a flying fuck about me.
Hmm.
Maybe that's the reason why he, on the other hand, cared so much about us. Maybe your hugs and my kisses were the things that helped him cope.
Maybe.
You can take care of yourself. All this energy you expended for me was admirable, but it was also holding you captive. You're free now.
Free from what?
Free to face your own emotions and deal with them, to heal your own pain.
You know, if I ever think too much about her, about how much I miss her, I have to stop. It makes me dizzy, it scares me. I'm pathetic.
Of
No.
course you're not. I understand.
Traumatic
I'm
memory.
trying to live with it, you know? But
Um,
missing you on top of missing her, it's too much.
oh,
I need you.
he still
Listen,
loves her.
Alex,
They still love
how
each
do I
other.
tell him?
I still love you. No, where's the thinking? Where's the thinking, Bubble?
I'm going to hang up
No!
now. I blew off Jan to pick up the phone, thinking this was an emergency.
I'm gonna have the
But
stream
it is
open.
an
I need to
emergency.
go wash my
I'm sure
hair,
Jan
but
will
I'll be
understand.
vibing as a giant and
Alex, you
stuff.
don't know.
Yeah!
Fine. The one
Take care,
time I need your
Mia.
help.
Oh, poor
Mwah.
guy. He's about to feel very bad about this. Oh well, that was his dumb choice.
Why?
Alex, I'm at the hospital.
Oh shit. Are you okay? What happened? Or was it Jan?
Don't worry, I'm fine, and so is your dear Diane.
Relief.
It's my mother. She had...
Oh,
I should be happy that he's relieved, but man, that's harsh.
To her mom?
But let's be
Yeah.
honest, Alex has never been too keen on her anyway.
I mean, yeah. Nobody
Do you want
has.
to know how he described her? The mug of a James Bond villain, the personality of a public restroom, and the pictorial style of a drunken tardigrade.
Damn.
I'm sure he thought that she was being unfair to me, and that annoyed him. So he avoided her as much as possible. The worst part is that she loved him, but he could see right through her. Marie's self-assurance, her way of looking down on everyone. He often told me that he wasn't buying it, that it was pretend. Alex didn't like that I wasn't as critical of Marie as he was. He probably thought that I was a bit masochistic. I wasn't. It's just that I'm her
I
daughter,
dropped my sock.
and she's my only mother.
That is a good point.
Alex, this is my mother we're talking about. I mean, sure, this is Marie, but still.
what happened to our lady of the paintbrush? I know it wasn't a heart. She doesn't have one.
That doesn't sound like Alex. Not at all. What's happening to him? Is he drunk? It's a bit early to start drinking. Should I be worried? Or perhaps I shouldn't say anything. I actually don't know. They said something about an aneurysm, but I haven't summoned the courage to see her yet.
Scared you'll get an earful?
All right, enough. It's not funny, Alex. It's just... it's not funny. It's actually pretty insensitive, which is not like you. Are you okay?
Come on. It's just a joke.
Except nothing is ever just a joke.
Anyway, what do you care if I'm okay?
I mean, I care about you, and
Oh, sorry. Are you doing a stand-up routine now? Hopefully that works out better than movies did.
Oh,
Right, I don't know what's going on, but I
What?
have no time for this, okay? So I'm just gonna hang up now.
Yeah, you
Alright.
hang up. You can call me anytime, day or night, even show up at my house unannounced. I'm here. No worries. But if it's the reverse, I can go right onto hell.
That's unfair, Alex. I don't...
Unfair? Really? Have I ever not been there for you?
What is that supposed to mean? Are we keeping score? That's news to me. I never asked you to be there. I don't
Yeah.
owe you a thing, okay? Just call Pauline if you're looking for comfort.
That's too easy, Juno. Giving up on me now that you no longer need me.
Damn.
Alex, it's been almost 2 years.
What if I had done that to you when Astrid died?
Oh, go fuck yourself, Alex.
Wow.
What a dumbass! How dare he bring you up in the middle of all this? He never forgave me for what happened, but he's too cowardly to tell it to my face. He's right, though. I don't know how I would have managed if he weren't there when you... And on top of that, I hold him responsible. I guess I'm an ungrateful bitch, huh? Of all the stories I know, this is probably the least funny one. Although it's not like any of these has been particularly fun so far. But sometimes, well, thinking back about darker things does help shine a light on them. And actually, I think this one ends well, all right? I'll tell you this story.
But we're actually at the halfway point. So we're actually at the halfway point. So we are going to save the rest of this for the subathon. We're going to finish the rec Thursday as planned. I hope you all have enjoyed it so far. The story is fucking amazing. I love it so much. So much. It is wow. Like, wow. I seriously, like, I've heard really good reviews from it. I was just told to play it because it was like Life is Strange, and I can definitely see that with like the reversing and the rewinding and the memories and everything. But just holy fuck. I love it. The characters are so realistic. I feel like they're very fleshed out. I love that I could do my little sociologist science thing. I love this game. Okay. Obviously me playing it is not giving it enough liberty, so it's on Steam. Go play it. It's fucking amazing. Holy wow. Wow! I can't wait to finish it next Thursday. Like I said, next Thursday. So, without further ado, we are going to go say hi to my friend. Hang on. Is she still alive? Is she still alive? Hello? Wait! I don't think she's live anymore. Oh, no, she is. She is. Okay. We're gonna go say hi to Ari. Yay! But yes, I'm in love. I love this game. I'm gonna totally nerd out in BC later. Okay. I will see you guys all on Monday, right? I don't have anything tomorrow. I don't think I have anything tomorrow. So yes, I will see you guys all on Monday for the beginning of Little Alaska's first annual Watchathon! I'm going to be streaming for, was it 180 hours straight? Yeah. Obviously, I'm not going to be here 100% of the time for those, and I hope you will forgive me. I am not a robot, but I'm going to be here for at least 14 hours each day. So, but it's all for you, lovelies. It is all out of the deepest, purest love of my heart. I will post the sub goals once again in the Discord server. They are also going to be on the screen somewhere once I figure out my setup for all of this. They're going to be on the screen, and we're gonna go through all of them on Monday together. I hope you are excited as I am, because I didn't have the inspiration to do this until I got as inspired as I am now. I don't know. I'm just rambling now. Go say hi to Ari. She's the best. She's amazing. She's doing some art. She's a really talented artist, by the way. You should go. I don't remember if she does commissions. I think she does. You should go buy some art from her maybe sometime. Yeah, so goodbye everybody. Mwah!